Hey, welcome to Tunes and Tunes. That's too loud. Now we gotta get this thing clean.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna get this thing clean.
All right. This is the transmission we got back in episode 2. Since then, we've learned a lot more about what it is. This is a KM144 4-speed 4x4 manual transmission that came on the 83 and 84 narrow block 2-liter configuration of the D50s, which makes this a pretty rare find. If you haven't seen episode 2, we found this thing sitting in a junkyard for over 25 years, so we're hoping it still has a lot of life left. The plan is to get it cleaned up, painted, and replace all the seals before it goes in the truck. So let's get to work. To add some strength to the transmission, we're adding the billet reinforcement plates from Adventure Driven Design to the trans and transfer case. This should add a lot of rigidity to the case for the added torque that we're going to be putting through it with the turbo engine. They're tight, cactuses are up, like that. There's the plates. They're on and they're torqued. And now we can put the seals in the transmission. Right?
Right.
So we're still learning some things. This is the new mount that we got for the manual transmission. This is the one that was on our cross member for the auto transmission. Now it's a little different. You can see the footprint on the manual transmission bolts are farther apart than on the auto trans. So it actually mounts in a different spot on the cross member. The auto trans is clear back here off a separate piece that's welded on right there. So this is the normal cross member for the 4x4s, and then these two little extension fins are on the auto trans bracket mounts here with through nuts. On the manual, I think those are supposed to be studs, or it's opened up on the other side so you can get a bolt up through. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drill holes from this side down through, and then we'll hole saw out the other side so that we can get a bolt head through, and then we'll be able to mount this to our manual transmission.
That's right.
So there's our access
They're
holes.
designed like that on purpose for proper drainage.
Yeah, it'll be okay. He was a little wampus.
I help it. I had mud in one shoe and the other one was off. I was standing in a puddle, so I was like this.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Every time.
Whoops. I just made a big mess.
Okay.
Big old mess bar.
So yeah, we'll get this bolted up. All right, we figured it out. So this little piece slides through the mount. This is from our auto transmission mount. This slides through and it limits this motion. And that's actually supposed to be the nuts. So we still needed those holes to put the bolts up through. But this is where the nuts are for those bolts.
Nuts.
So what we're gonna do is, this will work for us to get it up in. We wanna make, there's a whole bunch of other stuff we need to make sure fits. So we need to get the transmission in case we need to order more parts. So that, we're gonna put it in like this, and we'll get the manual transmission one of these and put it on after it's in. That'll be easy enough. There's quite an opening there. But that's what we figured out.
With the transmission ready, we have a couple more things left to get the engine ready. Let's dig into the turbo setup.
All right, we're getting this turbo compressor housing all masked off, getting ready to powder coat it. What color are we powder coating it?
Wizard Red, of course.
Of course, it's the only choice. So this is what it's gonna look like.
So this is what it does look like.
Yeah, that stays on. That's a plug. We got all sorts of stuff going on. We got Jeremy the burglar, he's sandblasting parts. Isaiah's still robbing stuff. And we got Brandon and Justin here, still masking.
Still massive.
Yeah. So, oh, hey, Justin's here.
Hey.
Justin's here. He's here to help Brandon, who's a mechanic who can't spell.
Mechanic Island.
Get your hoodies at mechanicisland.com.
.com. Oh, that's going on nice.
Probably 9:30. I like how that shows up better than before.
The wizard's working.
Wizard's at work right now.
You know, you OG Fort Wayners know Brandon kind of looks like the old Wizards logo right now.
If you know, you know.
You know. Ooh. Justin's tired, even though he had a nap. Oh. Mind that bottomness.
Yeah, no kidding. That's close though.
You're clear.
Oh yeah. Watch out for the middle of the one thing. Okay, you're good. Don't let it shake too much. You're good.
You're clear. You're clear.
You're good all the way
You're
back.
clear. You're clear. It's good.
That spot's gonna be the hottest spot. There.
All right. There it is. All right, let's check on this red puppy. Oh, that's like Rudolph's nose. I like it. You happy with it?
Very happy with it.
Yeah.
I think that rubber boot might melt though.
Oh, we're so excited.
I wonder what it looks like.
Yeah, we're so excited
For
to
the
see
first
it.
time.
Yeah. Oh! I think that's red as a skunk with a rash.
That's much better than this. Is how the first time we've done this.
Look how good it looks on the first try. That looks good. That's the color you wanted all along.
That's the color it's been.
That's the
first
color
time we've tried.
That's the color you'd put on it the first time.
Wizard Red.
Wizard Red from Prismatic Powders. Look us up on. All right, so it's turbo time. We have a 6 centimeter TD05 T3 housing. This is usually for like diesel trucks.
Turbo time with the boys.
Tacked up, wastegates shut because we're going off the manifold. We've got our 20G CHRA on there in roughly the spot I think it's going to be. We have the drain on this side. Here's where the manifold goes. And then Brandon's working on getting the last piece of tape off the compressor cover. And Jeremy's here. He's been powder coating. He liked it. What?
And regular paint.
Regular paint. Yeah, he's our painter. So Brandon's just picking at this thing like an old prospector named Gus Chiggins. I have a gasket,
I have a turbo.
a cherry turbo. We got a couple nuts. We don't have all the right nuts, but this is enough to put it on, and then we'll get the right nuts later.
Nuts.
All right. Wait, does this go this way, or does it go this way?
That way.
Wait a minute. How does this look on here? Does that look good?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that looks really good. Okay. Feed it up. Yeah, okay. Okay. There it is. That's a red cherry turbo. Wow, we gotta clock that a lot differently.
Yep.
Like, that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, come on up here and look up close here. As you can see, this will be the front of the engine. And we have this nice, beautiful 20G. It's cherry red. Cherry's new. This will be the wastegate sitting right here next to it. And I think that looks pretty good.
All blanketed up?
All blanketed up. We got blankets, turbo blankets, made of full blankets. And yeah, so that's a turbo on. Enough. Coming from the DSM world, that looks weird. It looks like we're idiots and we don't know how to put a turbo on. But that'll work. We have a lot of room this way in the truck.
As much as we need.
We got lots of room. So we might need to clock this, the outlet of the compressor, a little differently.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet, but once we lock this down, then we can clock this how we need to for our intercooler piping.
With the turbo mock-up complete, we'll take it back off for now and get the engine off the stand so we can get the clutch setup mounted.
What is this here?
I don't know.
This is a starter plate that we made based off of the wrong starter plate.
And we had to drill all new holes.
We had to drill all new holes. So the long story short is it fits on the block. It fits on the transmission goes on the block. We test fitted and the starter goes in the right spot. Everything, all the bolts go in, everything tightens.
Tight.
And so now we're just painting it because we had to custom make some shapes. It works. No, there's no part number for this. We think that what you need is a front wheel drive 6-bolt or front wheel drive 1G
We don't
starter
know what
plate.
you need.
And we're pretty sure you need the truck starter, but we're more on that later. For now, Brandon's just painting this so we can put it on. Starter plate's on. It looks great. Now let's get the clutch and flywheel and pressure plate and all that. Right?
Right.
So the clutch that we're using here is a spec clutch. We contacted them and told them what we were doing, what size of everything we needed, and this is their Stage 2 Plus, which is a full face Kevlar on one side and a segmented ceramic on the other. It should give us the holding power we need paired with our ACT pressure plate, which is over there.
It's over there.
Whoa!
The mismatch here is for a couple reasons. The clutch disc needs to match the input splines of the transmission, but the diameter of the DSM flywheel. So for that, we needed the disc for a Mitsubishi Starion, but the pressure plate of a DSM. We also didn't want too heavy of a pedal with the cable clutch, so we went with the ACT 2100. Now let's get back to where we left off on the clutch cable system.
So Mr. Abe Nasher hooked us up. What do you got there? This is
Clutch bracket.
the clutch
cable.
the clutch cable bracket to pass through the firewall.
Pass through.
You need this.
We need it.
He was the man and pulled it for us from a junkyard, sent it over to us, and now we get to weld this to the firewall.
Right.
So earlier, with the help of the Bassmaster, we had that hole, which is centered on these two locating nubs, which are the opposite corners of that plate. Oh yeah, paint job, looks so nice. So what we got to do is then widen that hole with this. We're gonna try. And then tack that bracket on. Yes, we'll take our old paint off, or our new paint.
Not happy.
Not happy about that, but we'll paint back over everything.
That's not the right tool.
No, it's not. It's not. Maybe we'll find the right tool. Yeah. It's still the wrong tool. It's on the record.
I don't know. This thing is just gonna bounce around.
Yeah. I say, what if we made it bigger with the step and then made a plug?
Okay. We still didn't have the right tool, so we had to make a maybe it will work tool.
Yeah, we made a plug that's the exact size of that hole. And
Hopefully it keeps it centered.
yeah.
If not, You won't know.
Nope.
Movie magic.
That'll push through.
Oh man, you almost got it.
Oh.
You need some horsehair.
What? Wait, it's not on drill.
Who
You got the clutch engaged.
Who did that to me? It's like a soup can right now.
Wait, make sure your plug's sticking out the tip. It's not. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's why.
It was you. Tip the bottom down.
Oh, son of a...
There it is.
Broke my left hand again.
Hey, that's not bad.
That's a good hole.
That's a good hole.
Broke my freaking left hand again.
Again?
Yeah, I just
Since you were
worked all-
skateboarding?
I just worked all the chi out of it.
Oh,
And
man.
another one.
That's a big hole. Great.
All right, we got a reamer.
Yeah, I'll get that. Oh, Jeremy's here.
Ream cleaner. I made it.
Yeah. What is that? We're working on a Dodge. Jeremy locked the steering wheel?
So when I tried to unlock it, I had to unlock it in a Jiffy Lube. And
Here, see if this fits. Yeah, nope, down. Hey, I think that's gonna work.
that will do.
That'll do for sure.
All right there, perfect.
Yeah,
That'll do.
that'll do good.
What's that?
What do you think, Jeremy?
Not a gasket? Oh, it's the piece.
You like that?
It looks so much smaller in person.
That's what she said.
Not to me.
That'll work.
Is
Okay, now we need
two
to-
little dimples like right on the.
Yeah, they're locating dimples. See, we already went over that before you were here.
I was late.
You were late. Wait, is that white?
Dude, people paying for years and can't get tape lines like this.
No, you're right. So that is weld through primer because we are bare metal and it's gonna be
white out.
it's gonna be trapped. So we'll weld the plate on, and then we'll actually do the gray and clear over it again. So it disappears, right?
See you later.
See ya.
Hasta lasagna. Don't get any paint on you.
We'll be back.
Because it's expensive.
We'll be right back.
Oh my God, phone.
He's got it on there.
Well, how
It's all tacked around.
You want to?
It's not going anywhere. It should work. It should work.
Good to go.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work when you're in the middle of the road, all you got to do, turn the truck off, put it in the gear you want, then get ready to go as soon as you start.
He's gonna go.
It's gonna go.
It's finally time to install the engine for the last time.
Oh yeah.
Brandon, lift this up. Lift up on it. Lift up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
All right. Good work, everyone. High five. Yeah.
My hand's clean.
Sorry. It's in. Engine's in. All right. Something we've got to do is we've got to widen this hole for the double Dewey shifters that we've got. So we're not quite sure where it goes, but we're gonna start with that and see how it lines up. And if we need to widen it, we can. This is our boot. Pop that trim ring up there. And that's the trim ring. It's bigger, but if you look at the hole that needs, put that trim ring on this. You can see that the hole we need isn't as big as the trim ring. So we're gonna start small and go as big as we need to, right?
That's right.
With the body saw, Brandon's favorite tool. Whoop, whoop.
clean that up a bit.
Yeah, we'll clean it up, but that's what it looks like. I mean, if that's where it goes, that should work. Sweet. What do you say?
Very good.
It looks good?
It looks good.
The transmission's in. You see that guy right there? That's a transmission. Fully bolted in. We've got the cross member on. Everything lines up good. Like, pretty good. We've got our hole here. You can see that's pretty well centered. I think those will come through just fine. We did have to take those off to get it underneath and up, or else those shifter arm doesn't let you get the angle right for putting the transmission in. But
not at all.
yeah, that's the transmission's in. See that? That's the transmission. We did have to clean up. We got it almost all the way on. Then we had to take it back off.
Clean the splines.
Clean the splines. They were a little crusty. Grease them up some more and kind of clean up some of the surface rust on them. And then it went right on. We got them right on the dowels and then drew it in with the bolts.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. We didn't fight it at that point. It was just going straight on. There it is up in there. Looks really good.
We cleaned up the welds and smeared some seam sealer on the cable pass-through. Now we just need to bolt the pedals all the way in and make sure the cable is good and we can fully operate the clutch with the pedal.
Going inverted up in this mug. Not sure what that means.
You know what that means. Don't act like you don't. Okay. Now,
What's your shirt say? We heart.
No, it says we run Fort Wayne.
We run Fort Wayne. Great, now people know where we live.
Great. Stalkers aren't welcome.
We're trying to hook up the clutch cable.
3 pennies.
So we've got the brake booster in, and we've got the new clutch cable fed through our bracket here. He's hooking it up to the cable, and then we'll hook it down to the transmission. So what we're going to try and find out here is if our throwout bearing needs lengthened or not. That's what we're going to find out. Some people say you do, but there's still no record of this specific transmission on this engine, so we don't know. And the only way to find out is to test it. If it doesn't work and we can't disengage the clutch, the engine from the transmission, then we'll take the transmission out and make the throwout bearing longer, right?
It's hooked on there.
Oh, it is?
Good to go.
Okay.
Oh, we found out it's good.
Yeah. We have this adjusted pretty far out, but the pedal feels really nice, and you can feel the transition point in the pressure plate.
The braking.
Yeah, about 3/4 of the way down. And then you get the last quarter there's like no resistance, or you guys know what I mean, the pedal feel when you push the clutch in.
So we're gonna add another rubber shim here and move our adjustment point down just to give a little more adjustment if need be.
Yeah,
and change the pivot point just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll give it a try if it's any better like that or not. But we got this placed right.
Correct.
It worked really good. Jeremy helped us. He spun the engine. He was our motor. Yeah, so we're gonna pop the brake booster off and pull the cable back out because we got to paint that. Because look at it.
Just look at it.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
That'll do it for this one. In the next episode, we dig into the fuel system, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it.
I gotta take a knee. Hey, welcome to Tunes and Chins. Welcome to Tunes and Chins. Now we gotta get this thing clean. This.
Bada bing, bada boom.
All right, go sleep.